Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawa, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Next up, I honor to those and apostles of great millstone and time in this true peace, salutation to the hopeful elect. I just want to say Shalom. What's going to hold y'all too long? Just want to hit y'all some quick hitters and, flowing through the spirit, man. Hope y'all be edified through the will and power of Yahawa, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi. And it says, Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. It says, I have loved you, said the Lord Yahawa. Yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us, man? Alright. That's the nation of Israel, alright. Even if they spiritually, the nation of Israel, they spiritually think that, alright, they might actually say it with their mouths. Okay. Alright, part of that, the nation of Israel, they might say, I don't believe in the Most High. Or what? The Most High, He don't exist. That's what these people, that's what the nation of Israel say, man. Why? Because they feel like, the Lord has forsaken them. But ultimately, what I'm saying? Well, Yahawashi say, ultimately Yahawashi asks, Yahweh is, why has thou forsaken me? Well, ultimately, Yahawashi, he knew that, Yahweh didn't forsake him, man. And that's vice versa with the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel, they spiritually ask that, all right, but ultimately Yahweh hasn't forsaken the nation of Israel, all right. Why? Because the nation of Israel ultimately got a kingdom of heaven coming, man, regardless if they want to believe it or not. Okay, the prophets come out here to tell you the good news, man. We come out here to let you Negroes, Latins, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners who may not look like your average Negro, Latins, or native, all right. It's not always about color, all right. It's not always about the looks. But it do go by, all right, your bloodline, all right. If you come from the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, then, hey, you're an Israelite, all right. Salvation for you. Now, if you come from, all right, a heathen, all right, a natural Gentile, because one thing y'all got to understand, all right, these people in the church, they don't understand there's two different types of Gentiles. Okay, so Yahawa Shem Yahawashi, those natural born Gentiles, which would be the heathens, where Yahawa Shem Yahawashi has told us that what? They shall go into captivity, they shall go into slavery. All right, right now it seems like our enemies are winning. All right now it seems like Esau's on top and they're not coming down. All right, but ultimately we see through the spirit, they're coming down. We feel it through the spirit that they're coming down. But the nation of Israel, they ask like, how you love us, Lord, when we in the slums or we in the ghettos or we don't have much. You see, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Because Jake, in these minds, they be like, damn, look how Esau done live, look how deliciously they live. Why we like that? The nation of Israel, they be crying out, but they're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And because they reject us, all right, which is the prophets that's be out there every week in and week out, when they reject us, all right, now they're in hell's fire, man, because of why the Lord said what He will reject them, all right. But ultimately, the scriptures got all the answers, man, all right. And they be like, well, wasn't Esau Jacob's brother, man? All right, why Esau them living so deliciously, man? Why they got everything? Why they got the Rolls Royce, the Ferraris, the Bentleys, the Beamers? Why they got the 3-4 story houses with the pools in the back? All right, because they got it off of rape, robbery, and murder. We know, but that's not the way to to take things, man. To be a deceitful person, that's what the Caucasians did, man. They was very deceitful. All right, and they got this land by what? Blood, man. And it says, "Will not Esau Jacob's brother?" said the Lord. Yeah, I love Jacob, man. The Lord said He loved Jacob. Now, growing up, what I'm saying, we went to church and we used to hear them always say, "We are climbing, all right, Jacob's ladder," but the pastor never elaborated on who was Jacob. But as coming into this word, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, the prophet is able to filter out and tell you who his Jacob is, man, who is his patriarchs, and who is his family, which would consist of you Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans. That's who Jacob is, man. And also the Israelite foreigners, all right? You might look like a so-called Caucasian, but guess what? Salvation could still be for you, all right? Why? Because your line went back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It was so many mixings until, that's why the Lord said he got to wear out the tears and the wheat, man. Okay? And it says, was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yeah, I love Jacob, and I hated Esau. I lay his mountains and his heritage waste. So his men, women, child, all right? All right, the Lord's going to cut off Esau, man, all right? The Lord's going to waste their ass away. I hated Esau. See, the Lord said he hates Esau. And it said, I lay his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. That's a prophecy that hasn't happened yet, man. All right. Ultimately, Yahawashi is going to come back, and Yahawashi is going to come back, and he's going to destroy the power structure of this beast system, man. All right. This beast system is ran by your modern day Americans, okay? Which technically, they go back to the Romans, they go back to the Greeks, okay? All right, that's who they are, man. You know what I'm saying? The Chaldeans, all right? That's who's in rulership in reincarnation today. That's who the Caucasians are. All right, the Europeans are. All right, they're the ones that's ruling today, man. Okay, whereas Edom said we are impoverished, that's that prideful spirit. But we will return and build the desolate places. See, they like it. They in their spirit, they like it. Don't matter what destruction that the Lord come with. In their spirit, all right, they think that the Lord is gonna void can't bring them down, as you should say. But in the Lord, Yahawashi is gonna bring these devils down, man. All right, and it says they think they're gonna continue to build, man. All right, and it says they shall build, but I will throw down. The Lord say I'm still throw down. It don't matter how many hospitals you build, 7-Eleven gas stations, massage parlors. It doesn't matter, man. You heathens are going down. All right, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. That's who the wicked. So the Lord didn't come to save the wicked, man. All right, and the people against whom the Lord say the people. All right, all the Edomites, all right, against whom the Lord have indignation forever, man. And that's a righteous anger, man. All right, point blank, period. The Lord, he is not rocking, all right, with Edom, man. Give me one more scripture, and no, I'm just gonna close it out. All right, it says Romans chapter 9 verse 12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. And who's the elder? Esau, which Jacob is the youngest. That's why Jacob held the heel of Esau, which bringing him down for his rulership. All right, so Esau's gonna have to serve Jacob, and he's all right in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, and it says, and it's written, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated, man. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahawa? Yahawa forbid. For he said unto Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. He's talking about Moses in the New Testament, right? And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So it wasn't because they did any good or evil, all right? It's because the Lord is going to have compassion, all right, on Jacob, man. That's just what it is, point blank, period. And that's why these Edomites hate us spiritually, all right, physically, emotionally, because they don't understand that we got the kingdom of heaven and they're about to go into captivity. All right, the same thing they did to us, all right, is going to be done to them. All right, giving our praise, but in righteousness, though. We ain't going to be butt breaking and raping men and all that madness they did, but giving our praise, honor, glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, the Bible says, the Apostle Green Millstone, peace, salutations to the elect. That, shalom.